Hello and welcome to Everquest Legends Beta. So I posted a video, the best start, and I got so many comments about playing as an ogre versus an Ixar. So I thought, you know what, let's try it out. So let's go ahead and go to a different server. I play on Freeport. We're gonna go to OGRE, right? That's the ogre server. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna make an ogre. And we're going to see what the start's like. See what it involves being an ogre. Most likely, it's going to be involving running it to the Ixar city, but we will see. All right, temporary character. Yep, this is the pre-order beta. It's a multi-class game. Yes. All right, we got ogre. Let's get a better appearance here. There we go. I like the green face. Looks good. All right, we're going to start as a warrior. Now, we're going to do warrior, druid, bard, because that's what I plan on starting. When we play the game for retail, we're going to go with the name of Voxel. We're going to skip the tutorial. All the tutorial, well, let's speed run the tutorial actually real quick. We don't have to read any of the stuff, and we're going to start as a warrior. And then our secondary, what do we want to be? Let's go with the bard secondary, right? I think that's going to make sense. I think bard secondary is going to work better because we'll get the AoE, what you call it? I think that's going to work. Actually, let's not do that. Let's do shaman secondary. Not shaman, druid. Druid, there we go. All right, so shaman is not the one. So it's warrior, a druid. That's going to work. And then our stats are all good. And we're going to worship Kazakh Thule. All right, so let's get into the world here and start. Now, I got overwhelming amount of comments to say start as an ogre. You're going to have full stun immunity from the front. It's 36 AAs otherwise to get stun immunity. So that's, some trade-off there. I like warrior personally. I plan to do, I did test run with my Ixar character, but he already had like 60 AAs when I started it. Two-hander, improved bash. I'm cleaving, I'm bashing, and I'm kicking all at the same time. It felt good. It felt really nice. So we're gonna do, this is a raw, 100% raw playthrough of what I plan to do, right? So we're in the tutorial. We need to give this a letter to Doug, I believe is what we need to do first. There we go, and then we're gonna run over here. Did he give us the boots already? No, he didn't. All right, we're just gonna get the boots. That's all I want. Let's do we gotta do the let's talk, I think, for him to give it to us. There we go. Go talk to my old man in the cave to the south. All right, let's do that. But definitely, oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff already memorized. All right, and I don't like this UI, so let's fix this real quick. Interface, load UI scan. We're gonna go modern. I don't like this one. This one doesn't feel good to me. But we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna interface. We're gonna copy. Voxel Freeport loadout 1. Come on, get it going. There we go. That's close enough, I guess. It didn't really save it the way I had it, but that should be good. Now we can drop these things off the bar here, and we're good. So we got burst of flame, minor healing, flame lick, snare, and tangly weeds. All right. And we've encountered our first problem. Getting through doors is one of the parts I do not like about playing as an ogre as the start. Because you get stuck in doors, and that is not fun. All right. There he is. What does he want? Hail him. Help. Supplies. All right. He wants us to go get his supplies over here from the bar. And this should get us level 2. Now, theoretically, we're going to get the level 2 no matter what, but I want the boots to run faster because I don't have 20 platinum to buy them, right? So that is kind of the whole point of this. Now, can we get in here? Barely. All right, we're gonna target her. We're gonna. Oh yeah, we have to buy it from her. I forgot. Package for old Doug. Buy that. Now we should be good there, and then just close that. And that is why I'm doing the tutorial, right? So that we can run faster, because the it's like Spirit Wolf boots, but they're you know what? I think what the problem is it's like auto crouch is like on or something, or one of the auto ducks. It feels weird. Go ahead, turn that off. Yeah, auto stand. I think that's what I don't want. Oh wait, we want auto stand. Never mind. We won't be able to. They allow auto ducks, the one we don't want. All right, let's go here. Inventory. Hand that to him. There we go, and it gave us the boots. There we go, perfect. And we have to equip them. Excellent. See if my son has more work. All right, let's go like this. Drop down. Then we're just gonna run straight across over here. Come on. This will let us run faster, right? So that's kind of the whole goal of this. We're gonna go kill some skeletons, I think, here in a second. All right, Pops, let's go check in with his yeah, his grandfather. I was trying to figure out who it was. So I think his grandfather, no, not right there. Where is this old man? There he is. Hail him. And we'll help him. Fragile ones. All right. Skills and abilities. Okay, L. So what we're going to do here, we're going to enable bash. We're going to enable kick. And I think slam is what we want actually right now, because we don't have what we need. So you can see we get the one-handed or the two-handed. We get the ability to slam, i.e. bash, without having a shield on, right? We're gonna go offensive since we're not in one of those yet, and then let's do divine, right? So there's a fragile head pelt, and then there's another one. We already got the fragile. There's a rambunctious. There we go. And we're just one-shotting all these things now that we're in offensive, right? So we want the rambunctious. And that, then we're going to grab these two heads, hand them over to him. There we go. He gave us another pair of boots. And then we're going to want to merge those boots like so. Now, we did get another fragile and rambunctious, so we can go ahead and do that. Now, I believe they respawn every 5 minutes, so if you're like really trying hard, you can just do this over and over again, but there we go. All right, so we can sell that junk. Don't want it. All right, we're going to come down to... Oh, wait. Lost his train of thought. Let's make sure we said the right terms to him. All right, go back to my grandson. So we're going back over here, so we need to... click these damn boots. There we go. See how much faster we run? Definitely worth the effort. All right, now we can hail him, and I finished, and I'm ready to go home. Yes. Ready to leave. Send me off. Now, there might be other things you can do in the tutorial. I only care about the boots. That's literally it. We didn't even get to level 2, so... we're almost there though, right? Now we're here at the OGRE city. We need to give this to this guy right here in front of us, Gun Trick. Hand that over. He's gonna give us a nice little tunic. We're gonna put that on. We're gonna make sure our bags are all copacetic there. Perfect. And how much money do we got? None. All right. So we need to get out of here. I'm gonna do find because I don't remember the way. And we're gonna do zone to the Verant and close that window. All right, so jeez, wants us to go up here. I've never done that before. Literally 2 feet in front of us, but you know, here we go. All right, so this will take us outside of the city, right? That's where we want to go. Now, theoretically, I'm thinking I don't probably want to level in the Verant. Now, you know, there's options. We could go over to Inithul Swamp, which is the next zone over, and that'll give us, you know, like the Guck area, and let us, you know, get some stuff there we can kill. But at the same time, I feel like I need to get to North Row, because that is on the way to where I want to be, which is Befallen, right? Like Befallen, I've looked at every single item, and the only item that I would need as an ogre in not Befallen is the shrink shoulders at level 15 from Butcher Block. I mean, I've been Butcher Block. What is it called? What is that zone called? Blackborough. Jeez, I'm losing my mind here. So there, you know, that is an option. And there's, you know, some decent things there in Blackborough, but I just don't feel like it's as worth. Now, we want to get a Fire Beetle Eye. That's going to be our #1 loot item we're trying to get. So we're going to try this out. We got 79 hit points, right? Like way more hit points, way more stats than you get as an XR, right? So that's one of the things people were saying is you get more stats, you have full stun immunity from the front, and things like that. Now, you know, this could be a viable option, right? Like I'm not saying it's not, but for me, I really like the other one, right? So let's kill this one. Now we're gonna sell everything here. The server is gonna be. I should have kept that belt. This server is literally gonna be deleted in a few days, so we're just going to sell everything that we can. Burst of flame. There we go. That spell does nothing. That's funny. And there's some more, right? So this isn't bad. We're gonna hit level 2 here in a second, right? I'm probably the only person in the zone. There's 1, 2. There's level 2. We got a new root, grasping root. Sell that, sell that, sell that. Sell that. Perfect. Working out pretty well, in all honesty. Now we're down to like 0.6% experience, which is terrible. So that, you know what that means, right? We need to get higher level mobs to kill. We're not having a hard time here, so like I'm definitely not feeling any kind of pain. I would like to get a 2-hander, because at I believe level 8 or level 9 we are going to get cleave. We got our first moat. Auto store that. Perfect. There we go. There is a weapon on that guy. Maybe it's better. And, you know, this is the first thing you do. You want to get a better weapon, right? So we got a large cloth hat, which is great. That's going to give us some AC. We got a rusty longsword, which let's go ahead and grab that. And let's see here. We have a 143 and a 138. So we're going to swap these around. And I don't even think we dual wield yet. Like, it just lets us hold it. So it's a free inventory slot. There we go. Yeah, we're just like slaughtering this stuff. All right, large cloth tunic. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. Let's auto sell this junk here. Auto sell. Auto sell. Auto sell. What is this? Rusty Warhammer. It's a one-handed blunt, 133. I'm gonna hold that one for a second. And we'll auto sell that junk so we don't have to think about it in the future. And let's see here. Let's do this. Let's see here. What item slot is that? Let's see here. Can we just do use item? Of the long road +1. So long road +1. Did I save that? Use item boots of the long So long road 1 plus 1. Double check that. I can't remember the exact thing there, but it might not work. Unable to locate that item. All right, cool. No, all right, that's not working. So it works from the activated items. I don't know why it's not working from there, but it's perfectly fine right now. There's a use item slot for that. So if you do use item, feet are 19. So that works out for me. So we go here, 19, save, hit that button again. Really? Is it not getting there? All right, I'll have to figure out why that's not working. It should work. Probably doing something stupid. Now, so while we're level 1, right? Like someone told me that I can change the difficulty to a higher difficulty. Let's sell these, right? Like at level, like difficulty 4 at level 1, and it's easy. So let's try that real quick while we're doing this. So create instance. We have no charges. Never mind. Oh, we can't even do it. I know. So like it seems just, you know, like people are telling me at level 1 you can create a, you know, oh, you know what I can do? I didn't even think about this. I can do a /pick, right? I do not see my... Oh, there's a guy on me still. Where is he at? Not sure where this one went. Okay, as soon as we get out of aggro, whatever that thing was. We'll do that, and then we can just switch picks. That'll give us the ability to get into better instance right away. These skeletons are all like Half-Life, right? It's kind of weird. Alright, we got attacked by a bear. And that is a one-hand slash. That's a 143. That's a 143. That's 648. Oof, that's terrible. Alright, we gotta fight a bear, so let's see here. Let's burst the flame. That worked. Easy. Easy. Alright, well, OGRE is quite a beast here. This is kind of hilarious. Alright, we got a... Oh, we got a two-handed blunt. Alright, perfect. Rusty spear, that's one-hand piercing. Now, we're going to take out these two weapons, switch them for this big stick. Jeez. I have no idea where this this mob is that it is running away from me, but... Alright, we should be able to get our two-handed blunt ups. Now, I asked in the private Discord chat if you can actually, you know, cleave with a two-handed blunt, because somebody was saying you can't. Some people said yes, some people said no. So we'll figure that out pretty quick. We already got a two-hander, so that's all that really matters at the moment. I really need this mob to, like, go away. Auto sell. Auto sell. Snake, snake. Alright. There we go, it went away. Sure where that thing ran off to, but it doesn't matter. So as soon as we kill this one, that, and we'll sell that. Now we can go over here to pick difficulty. Do that again, pick difficulty. We're going to go to difficulty 4. Now, This is another comment I got on a video from someone. I don't have the comment handy. I don't know, remember the name, but if it was you, post a message. It said that, you know, as soon as you start, go into difficulty 4, and at like 1 or 2, you can kill this stuff, no problem, right? So it makes sense. Makes sense, because the mobs aren't going to be too crazy. So we'll see if we can find something to kill. There's literally nothing right here. Just swarm with mobs a second ago in the other difficulty, so there's something. Something blue. All right, we got a warrior bard. All right. Okay, okay. Let's sell all that. Gave us 1% experience. Come here, buddy. There we go. All right. So, I guess. Oh, jeez, this thing is like messing us up. I don't know. All right, this one didn't save my incoming damage thing. Yeah, I'm getting my ass completely handed to me here. This is oh, there we go. Jeez, that was hilarious. And that gave us 4.5% experience. All right. All right, we got a decaying skeleton here. This thing shouldn't be hard. Rogue. All right, not too bad, not too bad. All right, this green snake, that was another 4.5. Now, the higher difficulty means we should get higher experience, right? There we go, we got our first AA point, right? I don't know if we can spend that on anything useful. Combat Fury, why not? Yeah, let's do Combat Fury. We don't need to get stunned because we already have the ability to not be stunned. Right, we don't have Bard yet, so we just have Druid, so there's no point in getting, we can't put points in Symphonic. Or, which is only going to be, what, 3 times 5, I think? I think it's 15, so 15 ranks, or 15 points, so I have another video where I go over all the points for the A's and stuff, but definitely. There we go. The boots worked that time. I don't know. Hell if I know, right? Hell if I know. 4.5. 4.5 for the bats. Oh, wait, no, we're not getting. We're getting 1 for the bats. All right, it wasn't scrolled up. Oh, wait. Whoa, look at this. Look at this bear. Oh, my God. All right, let's kill this marsh panda thing first. Alright, he's dead. Now let's kill this bear. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. So I'm not 100% sure how a level 1 comes in here and just like is capable, right? Like it doesn't make sense to me. Let's pop on defensive instead of offensive, right? It's gonna be a longer fight. Like it seems a little far-fetched that maybe it's just these mobs are harder, but it seems a little far-fetched that this is a viable thing. I think people said go evasive, I think is what people were saying, but we don't have evasive until we have Bard, so that might be a thing that you know, starting as a Bard, but then you have no heals, right? So and we've already had to heal. So I don't know how that's gonna work. But let's see here. I feel like that's gonna be death over there. I know I can do it in difficulty 1 probably, but these things hit really hard. Like 14. There's a green snake. It's a cleric. Go. Why are these things running so fast? This is crazy. Alright, this thing's a berserker. I don't know why I can't cast. There we go. Yeah, we're only getting like 1% per. Feels like the even cons are like the things we need to target. Oh, there's a rusty sword +4, which is better than this, right? 1.5, 1.7, yeah. Let's switch to that for right now. Alright, let's keep looking around here, see what we can find. This will be a little bit faster, plus it's a +4, right? It's going to do a little bit more damage. Nope. This Necro Bear is just out for blood. I think it's the same one. I don't know if we're going to be able to kill it. But I'm in defensive this time, so. Oh, and he just laid. the paladin spider laid hands. Oh my gosh. This is comical. I think this is another death here. I think these bears are just like what's kind of throwing it off here. They are a little rough, and I don't have the ability to kill them. All right, because they're yellow. All right, let's get our boots going there. Let's see what we can find. We got. If I can find an infected rat, sounds like a fight. Yeah, I don't know why this UI didn't copy my last changes. There we go. Cleave goes right there, right? It's kind of funny. We got another moat, right? So that's pretty good. So this even con is 4.5. All right, not bad at all. We got 2 jungle spiders here. One's a monk, and I don't know what the other one is yet. Alright, and this one is a cleric, so he should be fine. He might heal himself a few times. Do we have like dual wield? Are we gaining any dual wield yet? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright. My hand-to-hand's going up, and I don't know why my hand-to-hand would be going up. There, that's what we want. We need these broodlings, right? They can drop weapons and armor, so it'll make us stronger, and it's gonna be +4. This guy's a mage. Luckily he's a level 1, he doesn't actually have a pet yet. Rusty dagger +4, that's a 167, that's not better than what we got. That snake has a what the? That's a beast lord with a little beast lord pet. That's so funny. Oh, alright, we want this lesser scarab. Now this should drop a fire beetle eye if I understand correctly what they changed, but we'll see. Which will then give us flame lick, which will be a dot we can use. Oh, we got a second one. This one's a warrior rogue. I'm so confused. Where that pet's from. What? Why am I being attacked by a necro pet? I guess the pet didn't die when That's weird. There's another scarab attacking us now. Oh, 3 scarabs. What? Where the hell is this happening? Oh, these scarabs just came running. What are they? What did I do? All right. That's fine. We're holding in. We're holding in. They're level 2s. This one's a necromancer. We got 4.5 for whatever that was. We're holding in. Our mana regenerates very fast. So this is... Man, there's that damn bear. Of course. Coming to shit on our parade. Alright. Luckily we're not getting stunned, so... Well, that one's paying it forward, right? There we go, and I'm out of mana. Looks like it probably another death. Maybe, maybe not. Another heal. Might be able to get this one. Yeah, there we go. We got one. Just keep schwacking on these things. Now, we can't use those boots in combat, so it's like no point in trying to run, right? Might as well fight to the end. We might kill another one before, I don't know why they came and attacked me, right? They were pretty far. I didn't even see them on the screen. So there's, you know, something there. But, you know, the aggro range in difficulty 4 is a little bit wonky, so that could be everything there. There we go. I think we got another one. Alright. And we got our fire beetle alive. Perfect. And let's kill this bear. I think that's going to be probably the option now. Let's get flame lick on this son of a bitch. There we go. What does it actually do? Let's see here. 2 to 17 damage every 6 seconds. Alright, I'll take it. It's doing 2 damage. There we go. I'm just spam healing. Really is all I'm doing at this point. Nope, we got another scarab. Alright, we can do that. Let's just turn around. Just taking it one step at a time. Don't panic. Just one step at a time. Every tick of recovery is another choice to move forward, right? We might be able to kill this yellow bear and get more than 4.5% experience. Now, I think we're getting whittled down here. I don't think we're... I think it's into times. Yep. Oh, man. So close. Alright, let's do that again. Now, I didn't have any of these kind of issues in North Row, I'll tell you that. North Row was like free money when it came to leveling up. I literally just stood in one spot, nuking things, and had no issues. So this is a little bit more challenging. Obviously, I'm doing this in difficulty 4. I did it in difficulty 0 in North Row, but you know, ogres gotta, you know, gotta eat. There's one. Come on, get over here. He's a necromancer too. Jeez. Now these things, you know, they're blue, right? But they're they have a potential to drop what we want. And that's gonna give us a little bit of an edge, I think, if we can get a +4 two-hander, I believe. All right, the snakes like to gang up on you. So keep that in mind. If you attack a snake, you're gonna get a snake and its friend. Kind of hilarious. Not gonna lie. Alright, snake scales. This one is a Shadow Knight, so I'm guessing it had a had something else at some point, a pet maybe? see a pet though, so probably didn't. I can't tell if we're getting more loot from these or not in D4. That guy looks like he's holding a two-hander, but what will he drop? I'd like to get damage up. I mean, this is not too bad. Like, I mean, we're doing this in D4 at level 2, and it might be faster in the lower difficulty, but I don't think we're going to get this much experience. And it might be easier in the Freeport area too. Come on, there we go. All right, this one is an even con. So we're just gonna... The way I kind of play this build when I was testing it out on the other server was in between my cooldowns on Kick, Bash, and Cleave, I would cast a spell, which would either be like the Shaman Dot, because I had a Shaman instead of a Druid, or a heal, which worked out pretty well, because the... Son of a bitch. The Bard... What the hell? Oh, this... Oh, jeez. Alright, well. I felt attacked there. But in between the downtime on those things, right? Which felt like it was pretty good. Like the weapon I was using was the Enchanted Fine Steel weapon from Befallen, and it's got a little bit of a delay, so you got some time in between swings sometimes. This is a paladin. It's going to heal itself. Which doing that actually makes striker stance pretty strong, because you're not wasting your cycles on white damage, right? You're just wasting it on when your combat abilities can go off. So you're getting the, what is that, 3x and 5x damage on those abilities respectively. So it was actually pretty nice. I was getting like 200 point cleaves and stuff at like 15. Which is, if you think about it, a pretty good amount of damage, because you're hitting everything. There we go. Alright, let's see here. I kind of want to avoid... Try to go over here, like, to maybe avoid a bear. I don't know. The bears seem to be the trouble things in this one. A little overtuned, probably. Go. Oh, 161. 179. You're going to the cell. There's a bear. Oh my god, is it hunting me? I feel like I'm in the plane of growth, right? And that bear is just like absolutely hunting me. There's another bear up there. Alright, there's a camp. We want to avoid the camp. What the hell is that? Another bear. These bears are running at like Mach 1. Now, what I think we're going to do, I think, is just run straight to Freeport. I think we can do that. Which is probably going to be the smartest thing to do right now. And avoid this this zone. This doesn't feel as efficient. We can then get like 3 and 4 in Freeport pretty easy. So let's do that. Let's kill this guy and run. Oh my god, where did this guy come from? Now, this, you know, if we did start at this, it means we would, you know, we take our boots from the tutorial and just make our way to Freeport right away. We can bind at the OGRE camp. I believe we should be dubious, if I'm not mistaken. We should be dubious, so we should be able to make it right there pretty easy. Come on. Come on. Paladins are like the worst. Come on, there we go. Oh, I gotta kill this thing. Oh my god, I had no health. I guess we could have had a +5 one of those. Alright, let's just run to the next zone. I just feel I've never liked this zone. I've done this zone a few times in you know, a few videos on you know, different TLPs and stuff, and I've just never liked this zone. It just doesn't feel, it doesn't feel that great. Especially getting killed by bears like almost instantly. So let's make our way up to where we need to be anyway, because we're gonna have to buy our spells for the druid from the OGRE people anyway. So I mean, since there's no druid vendor inside of the ogre city, which to me is an issue. Oh my god, this bear is, he's taking me. He's taking me home. Go. How is this bear faster than Spirit of the Traveler? I'm being scammed on these boots, I'll tell you what. I would turn and fight, but I don't think I'll live. I guess you can get hit and you don't lose it, you just lose it if you cast a spell. Here we go, this is the zone line to Inithul Swamp, right? So we're gonna run through here. Just like that. But yeah, I know. Some people probably stay there for a few levels. I'm not gonna waste my time. I truly don't feel like that's conducive to getting there. Now this is another zone you could, you know, come and hang out in as an ogre. I think you're not KOS over here at the trolls, but here outside of Guck is good, but there's like higher level ones that'll come and just swat you down. So you know, buyer beware. I mean, if you have gear, you can like really kill all this stuff. But if you're fresh, you know, this is me, you know, testing a fresh run, right? So let's see if we can kill this giant rat. It's a level 3. And it's not multi-class. Oh, we're in difficulty 0 right now, so never mind. Because my goal is to get to Befallen at level 5, right? That's where we want to be. We want to kill Ashka and get our Ebon Scythe, which will allow us to progress deeper into Befallen, right? Now, the way I plan to do these videos when the game's out is, you know, we'll kill like a whole, you know, we'll kill like all the stuff in the dungeon that I can kill, right? And then I'm gonna just endlessly kill those, you know, either cut it out or, you know, keep talking and yapping. It just depends on how what I feel like at the time. But there is a lot of grinding. I think I killed my previous test run. I killed this stuff like 20 times in a row, and just to get like one sword or something like that. I was getting terrible drop rates, so it is definitely gonna be a little grindy. Now, I don't stream because I've been having some serious, you know, networking issues with trying to get it on Twitch and stuff like that. But if I ever get it working again, I'll do some streaming. But these VOD videos are much easier to deal with for me, because if I stop talking, I can edit out all the dead space in a single second. So it's kind of convenient for me to cut some of the videos down that I don't want to show something because it's just boring, right? But I feel like the run to Freeport is probably worth showing for anybody who doesn't know how to get to Freeport from OGLOC, because I feel like it's going to be a better start. Now, this zone is gonna be a hard zone, I think, to get through without getting schwacked. Now, where is the secure point? It's not on my map. Well, if we die, we'll find out. We're gonna try to avoid the center of the zone. There's a lot of roaming mobs, so we're gonna stick to the walls as much as we can. There's a big ogre right there. He's like fighting some mobs. Fiad, level 4. Look at him. Look at him kill this stuff. Look at him go. Shadow Knight Mage. Just look at that. All right, let's go like right around here. Just to avoid this this orc camp. Or dervish, whatever they are. Now this part will get a little dicey. This desert sands at night, right? So South Row at night. You have a chance of the ancient cyclops to spawn. You have I think a higher chance of undead at night. It is definitely something to consider as you make your way through, but this is difficulty 0, so it's not going to probably be too hard. We might be able to get through something that might attack us, but I'm truly not 100% sure. But once we get through through here, we're going to Oasis, and then we just have to get to the other side of Oasis, and we're in North Row. And that's where the magic happens, I think. For me, I felt like it was a lot easier there. What I am going to do, though, is we're going to go to East Freeport. So we're going to bind at the Ixar camp, and then we're going to go to East Freeport, and then we're going to do a private instance of difficulty 4 if we have a charge. If not, we're going to do a pick to difficulty 4, and we're going to kill the decaying skeletons on difficulty 4. And that should, in theory, help us gear out really quick. And we're going to test out that hypothesis here in a minute. And we got an orc warrior and a desert madman trying to eat us. Oh my god, and we're rooted. Well, where's the secure point here? Where's it going to take us? I think it'll take us to the other side of the zone. Yeah, I'm not doing anything with these guys, but we should get rooted. And there, I'll root off. All right. Now, okay, that's reasonable. So we should just be able to run straight up here. Kind of saved us a little time, honestly. And we should be able to hit the North Row zone line fairly quickly. Now, something I've noticed is the caster mobs that have the ability to root, they just chain root for some reason. Don't know why they do that. It would be more difficult if they didn't, but definitely interesting. All right. Come on, zone, zone, zone. There we go. Now we've made it to North Row. So, where does that put us out? Right here. So our camp that we want to go to is right about here. So we're gonna try to make our way there. Now, forage. Do I not have forage? Guess you don't have forage as an ogre by default, so that's unfortunate. We're gonna get over here on the zone wall, zone line over here by the water, so we don't have to worry about things attacking us. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the circle point here, where we die, should be up in this area. So if we do get killed, we should be fine in that regard. But yeah, we're just gonna make our way through. It's level 12. That'll destroy us. Just want to keep going. But yeah, this run probably gonna make things a little bit smoother, I think, for anybody who plays an ogre. I think I feel like it will. I mean, maybe you're just a badass ogre and you can sit there and big dick kill things and not get killed by the bears. But how many times did I get killed by the bears? The bears. I mean, it was just a little ridiculous. I'm dubious to these fishing guys, so. That is interesting. Now, you can see our experience bar, we're almost level 3, so that's pretty nice there. But you see where that fishing village thing is right up ahead of us? That is where, that is right where the OGRE is. And we should be able to soulbind right outside. I think we're dubious by default. I didn't even check. Let's con this guy. Yeah, dubious, because you gotta be able to become one, right? And there's some dead dude here in the water, man. Jeez, these guys are savages. All right, where's that soul binder? Hey, buddy, find my soul. Thank you very much. All right, so. Now we're at the OGRE start, right? Like the OGRE spawn right in there. You see that ogre? He just came out of there. He's already knows what's up. Now we're gonna move our way towards the zone line over here. We're gonna kill whatever we can along the way. Hopefully level up. Let's try this young puma on difficulty 0. See what happens. Jeez, we're hitting max hits on this guy, 10, 10, 10. There we go. Level 3, we got a new fire. Right, dark damage, burst of fire. Now I'm taking Druid in my first run solely for doing something different, honestly. The side effect of that is I'm also getting ports, which in all honesty is very helpful at level 1. So we got more fire beetle eyes. I already looted one. Let's sell those. Now, something you'll notice with the slam version of Bash, it is it's only 1 point of damage, so it's not as good as Bash, which is the two-handed Bash. So we're gonna want to pick that up anyway, which will give us two-handed Bash, which we're getting our skill up, so our skill should be fine as we as we get up level, you know, higher level. So we don't have to level that up later, but definitely it's just something to know there, right? Let's see how much damage this thing does. 11 points of damage. Not too bad, right? I would prefer dots, but let's flame like this guy. Is that number 5? Yeah. Come on. Jeez. Alright, now let's just zone over. So we're gonna do difficulty, oh geez. I don't know where this is gonna actually pop us when we do this. I don't know this where the secure point is in this zone. This could be like instantly death for us, now that I think about it. Let's map this real quick. Where's the secure point? Let's try it. Let's see. Because people are telling me I can just walk over here as an ogre and do this newbie area as a ogre and difficulty 4. I don't know where I'm going to pop out, which is actually a nice place. All right, perfect. So let's start here. It's kind of like what? Helps turn attack on. Oh, general attack on range, attack hostile attack. I don't know, maybe I turned it off instantly. .9. Right, we gotta say plus 4 cap. There we go. Apparently we already had one in our bag. Okay, we can't merge that. Let's just destroy that thing. And these are all large. They said they removed all the sizes on things, but they still drop. Which is weird, right? Alright, 1%. I don't feel like it's even worth my time, honestly. Like, what? Okay, maybe where's the zone line? Alright, we got 6% before we zoned over. We got 1% there. Alright. I don't feel like this is probably worth it. Come on now. Yeah, 1.6. All right, this is not worth it. Now you can see these XRs, right? They're doing it, right? They're doing exactly what I'm talking about. They're here on difficulty 4, killing stuff, right? Now, maybe they're killing stuff faster. I don't know. The decaying skeletons are the real target here. And that yellow orc that just ran behind us. Some definite lag going on. Oh, we got 2. Now, you know, the benefit is, you know, we start with 157 stamina, which is not going to be very easy to hit early at all, right? Even with shaman buffs, right? It's going to take a little while to get that, but I mean, What am I doing here? Because this experience is, doesn't feel that great. There we go. It's a +4 cloth belt. Which, I mean, is giving us, you know, like extra AC, right? So, I mean, that's benefit, I would guess, is doing this. It just feels a lot slower. Maybe we can get a better weapon. Or we got another AA. We're at the point where we're not going to get anything good. Get this pawn. Wow, it's already been an hour. I have been having so much fun. So that is a small cap +4. What kind of shit is that? That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Why aren't they all the same size? Now, moat-wise, we've gotten 8 of these moats so far, so not too bad there, which we could theoretically use on other things. Like, I'm sure there's a spell that's worth getting, right? Just unscribe. What is... Yeah, I don't see any spells that I would upgrade right away. Now, this might have been different with a bard, warrior bard start versus a warrior druid start. So that is something to consider there. Now the bard is, let's see here. Bard, unscribed. So the bard doesn't have healing until level 6. So that could, you know, that could be potentially would make this potentially harder than say a druid, because you wouldn't have any healing. You would have the AoE dot that you get that does like 2 damage, which would make, you know, killing multiples a lot easier. But at the same time, I'm not really fighting multiples right now. They're not even like assisting each other, so. And I'm getting such random experience that it's weird. Alright, rusted bastard sword. So there's some things to consider there. Like I want to do warrior bard. That's like my ride or die for this. And you know, I could still do it. I could do either of these, you know, ogre or XR with the shaman main, right? But I want to level druid, so druid and shaman, I'm not really feeling the synergy that I would. I think it'd feel like leveling a wizard, right? You would kind of like stuck. All right, these mobs are too low. Let's go over here to the next zone. So I'm already bored. I'm already bored of this at level 3, and it's just like 0.9%. It's just not worth my time. So let's try it over here. And we might head into commons real quick. So let's do a /pick. We're gonna go to North Road, difficulty 4. I don't know where this is gonna pop us out at, but it'll be good for the mental note to know where we show up in North Row 4. Commons Tunnel, perfect. All right. Now, what we're gonna do is we'll go back up to that area by the newbie zone and see what we can do there. Ideally, I want to find something I can get 4.5% experience from easily, right? That's seems to be like the little cap that we're at here. I don't think we can get. I don't think I've seen more than 4.5%. So that is what it is. Now this is a level 5. Let's try it. He's a druid, so he's probably gonna root me and snare me constantly. But I think the druid root does damage. So. He's flame licking. I'm gonna flame lick. Fight fire with fire. Not too bad. I mean, would I have been able to kill a, you know, difficulty 0 mob in the time I did this? I don't know. Let's see how much experience we have from this, and we'll see if we would have been able to kill multiple difficulty 0 mobs at this. Oh god, he's using he has the druid heal, the heal over time. It's funny. That is absolutely funny. So far so good. I mean, this seems like a fairly decent start. We haven't been stunned once, which is lovely, right? That's, you know, that is a big annoyance. Getting stunned is not fun at all in this game. But is it worth being a race that you might not want to be for 36 AAs? For the, you know, that temporary time. That is definitely the decision right there. All right, what are we getting? It's never gonna die. 8.9% experience. All right, so would I have been able to get 8.9% experience in that time? I don't think so. I don't think we would have been able to get 8.9% experience while it took us to kill that. So okay, we're doing it. We're doing smart now. Now we're getting life tapped by this warrior ship here, so that's gonna, he's gonna have a lot of mana, I think. Now the key is if we get another 8.9, but I think the one we just fought was level 5, so he's probably gonna be 8.9, but this one is gonna be probably anywhere from 6 to 7. Oh, and we got a second one. You know what I can do? Here, let's switch to divine. Right now, when I nuke, I should heal myself, right? There we got 6.8, right? That's about what I thought. And then this one should be about 8.9 because he's level 5. In theory. Can kind of see, like, every time I nuke, I'm getting a little bit of a heal, right? And that's how divine works. Every time you heal, you get healed for the amount of mana that you spent. So it's actually kind of nice on some of these non-cleric builds, right? Where you know, you have these damage abilities, you get some free healing, especially with the shaman, because the shaman has such high mana dots, and so you're doing this, you know 500 mana spell or whatever, right? So you're getting a good little heal for free when you do that. But definitely it's a choice. There we go. We got 8.9 for him. Perfect. And this one is a level 4. So that, what do we have here? 7 gold. Now this one will give us 6, so I mean, we can definitely, do this. This is a doable situation. We're in difficulty 4, North Row, so this is not too bad. We haven't been gangbanged by a bear yet, so that's a positive side, right? Now, I guess one thing I want to see is Druid. When do I get my first damage shield? 7. At 7, we get our first damage shield. All right, that's a little way away. So that is another thing to think about there. Now, I would have come up into this area because that's where I leveled, and there was a lot of coyotes and stuff, and they should be yellow still. Plus these skeletons here. Nothing. All right, we got a +4, which is the same as the one we're using, and now we have a +5, which is a .2 weapon, right? There's a puma up there. Perfect. So I want to try to target the pumas and the spiders. This one's a level 5, so it's going to be 8.9. And we have this newer weapon, right? So it's going to do a little bit more damage. You can see 10 damage, which is now 12 damage. So that is, that's a nice little change there. And if we're lucky, we'll get a few more of those. Maybe get this +6, +7. Depending on what we do. And it'll be a nice weapon to get us into the next zone. Either in the commons as we kill our way to Befallen, or when we actually get into Befallen. Right? There we go. Spin around here. There's another puma over there. Some ruined cat pelts. Okay, this one is a necromancer. So we're going to pull this one with 5, which is our flame lick. Now, let's look at the druid spells. Let's see what we got here that we don't have yet. Roll animal, panic animal, camouflage. I'm gonna heal one, not paying attention here. Gauge, fire fist, tree form, thistle coat. Light healing at 9. Sprouting heal at 10. Spirit wolf at 10. Befriend animal. I guess this is our first animal charm, which could be interesting, right? We could charm an animal, which is very limited, don't get me wrong, but we'd be able to charm an animal and have an animal help us, which could be fun. But at that level, we already have the bard, which would really make us pretty strong by the time we get to that point. So I don't think we would probably do any charming. And there we go, another 6.8. What is this guy? He's blue. Let's kill him. Now, I like to fight these mobs that have pets. Because apparently they, in my experience, they're dropping higher chances of runes, right? We're still at 8, but I feel like they're dropping more stuff, right? But not in my luck right now. Alright, let's get this Dune Spider. He's level 5. Oh, wait, stop abort. I'm gonna have to get this guy. A Warrior Cleric Puma. Go ahead and 5 him. There we go. Not too bad. Like, I can't tell if I'm dual wielding or not, right? Like, I don't have a weapon in my offhand. Do I still have one in my bag? Like, I feel like I'm swinging my arm. It's definitely hard to see if I am. Let's see here. Eye skills. Dual wield 20. Alright, so we start out with dual wield, I guess. I'm lagging out here. This is why I don't stream. This is why I don't stream. And the whole, yeah, like I got totally killed there. Yeah, the whole my whole network like stops like that all the time. No idea why. Can't figure it out. But that's why I don't stream. All right, let's get up here and go back. So, you know, dying to lag is not fun, but we learned that we can dual wield now. So until we find a better two-hander, we're gonna dual wield, and that's how I plan on doing the series, right? Like I'm not gonna force myself to only use two-hander or something like that. That's just not. That's not gonna be fun to watch. I'll tell you that right now. But we will definitely be using two-hander as much as we possibly can to kind of go through stuff, because there's gonna be times when we have way better one-handers than we do two-handers, and we're not. Well, we don't want to slum it up with a, you know, having to force ourselves into doing something. This is a casual game. This is casual. We raid once a week. That's how it is. Casual. Plenty of time to do everything, right? It's hard to tell if we're actually hitting with that offhand or not, right? But this one should give us, what's 8.9 again? There we go. So we've kind of cracked this experience code down. Let's see, is this one yellow? No. But I want to kill the pumas. I feel like they're pretty easy to kill. Not much effort involved in them. Come on. There we go. This one's a level 3, so it's going to be really easy. There we go. All right. Let's go see a little bit closer over here. I think this is the one that killed us, right? The warrior cleric one. Let's see if we can get him. Try to nuke him down while he's coming at us. There we go. So this one will give us another 8.9, which will put us at almost level. Much easier this time when we're not lagging. Definitely good there. And we have about a platinum, so we should be able to buy any spells we need to go pick up. Another 8.9, and we're at 97%. Kill the skeletons. Now, as we do this over and over again, right, we're gonna keep getting +4 items, right? So this might be actually pretty good now that I'm thinking about it, because we can theoretically spend some time here to get, you know, better weapon before we go into Befallen, but I don't think we're going to need it. Befallen drops a good deal of stuff, and especially if we start in Befallen 0, I think we should be absolutely fine once we hit level 5. Because I think that's the minimum for the instance, right? So once we can get an instance, we should be fine. Let's kill this rattlesnake. Oh god, it's a paladin. But you can see how terrible the blues are for experience, right? Now, the blues are going to give probably more AA experience than normal experience, so you know you have your benefit there. You know, you're gonna, if you want to level slower killing blues, you know, with the safety, you're gonna probably end up with more AAs. Pretty sure how that's gonna be. What? Let's try to kill this moss snake real quick because he has got a pet. I thought it said enchanter before, but now he's an intro. He's just life tapping me faster than I can nuke him down, jeez. Yeah, this one's gonna take a little bit of time to kill because he's gonna heal himself. And now he's got a friend. Come on. Let's do Flame Lick. The other one's a cleric. Oh god. It's gonna be a long fight. Definitely a long fight here. Should be fine. In all honesty, this is the slowest part of the game, in my opinion. Right? We just hit level 4. So there we go. We got Invoke Lightning and Camouflage. Now let's see what Invoke Lightning is. Invoke Lightning calls down 4 AoE. All right, 25 damage to 4. 12. Okay, well there we go. Alright, target the wrong mob. Let's go ahead and heal up here. Should be able to get that. Now it does 25 to 4 mobs. That's actually pretty nice. I bet it's gonna have a cooldown on it. But we can still, like, you know, we're gonna get attacked by 4 mobs eventually. Spider didn't do much. Alright, we got another moat, store. That's a different kind than what we had before, so that's great. Let's do direct damage, invoke lightning. And we do get camo at level 4. That means we can invis ourselves to go through the town to go to Kinos and to the Fate Arc, so we could go to Crushbone, right? We would have those options now that I realize that. I didn't even think about it before, because getting across, like someone said you can go through the sewers and stuff, but like, you know, you still might have an issue with some of the mobs there. So, because on the other end of one of them, there is higher level mobs. So definitely, definitely nice to know that we can get invis at level 4 as a druid. So, and if we look, where is that here? Storage. We're at 8 and 1, so that's 9 total moats so far. Takes a lot of mana to cast that one spell. Like lagging again. Come on. Excellent. Alright, now let's get this Puma here. Alright, it's only yellow, or blue. Come over here. Where'd I put it? There it is. Now, going from 4 to 5 is probably going to be the slowest part here. And I think this is probably where we start making our way into the commons. So I think that's kind of where we're gonna go with that. We got a second puma. A second puma has struck. Where is it at? There we go. Now this one's a paladin, so he's gonna take all day to kill. So let's flame lick him. Let's target the other one. That's a shaman, so it's gonna take forever to kill too. And they're both blue, so they're not gonna really give a lot of experience. But you know, evoke lightning hits them both, so. Let's go into recovery. Get mana faster to nuke them down faster. So I think at this point they're not going to be doing too much damage to us, but you never know. Arctic, there we go. And luckily the AoE spells don't hit the stuff that's not on our extended target, right? Because if you're not engaged to it, it's not going to hit it. So you can kind of do these dumb AoE things like pretty much anywhere you want, without having to worry about it. Another moat, there we go. That puts us at what? 9 and 1, so 10 total moats, which is good, right? Like, I think I got about 200 moats getting to 42 on the other server before I got bored. I got bored of the monotony of doing something that's going to get deleted, right? Like, I'm not bored of the game. I'm just bored of the, you know, not getting experience. So it's kind of like less exciting to me since I already spent 2 months in the private beta. But definitely interesting there. All right, so that's a level 4. Let's just keep going. We're gonna go to the tunnel through into East Commons, and we'll kill some stuff along the way. I think there's some larger bears that might give a little bit of experience as we make our way from 4 to 5. I think it's, you know, probably this is gonna suck if he attacks. What is he? He's level 11. He'll jack us up and then call us weak. Let's go through here. Now the goal is to, you know, if we can get to Befallen as we, you know, do this, maybe hit 5 on the way. But once we get into Befallen, we want to be able to create an instance, because there's a ton of people just sitting, at least on Freeport, there's a ton of people sitting at the entrance just killing stuff. I don't know why, but there's people killing stuff. Now they're probably in the same, you know, boat we are, right? We don't have any charges yet, I don't believe. Maybe we have 1 charge. Yeah, we got a 1 charge. We're an hour into this, so definitely interesting there. All right, let's keep going. There we go. All right, so this is East Commons. Now, where we're zoning in at is what is normally called the East Commons Tunnel. And if you're on a TLP server, this area right here, right ahead of us, is definitely the most popular place in the zone, because this is where all the trade happens in the early game. Now, this game does not have any really tradable items, so there's not going to be really any trade happening here, I don't believe. All the moats are no trade, so that's, you know, pretty much kills them from being any kind of tradable item. So definitely, you know, so there's not much really. And you can only really trade things once, because as soon as you trade it becomes no trade, so there's no reuse market. It's if you think of it like this, you know, Sony just announced a little while ago that they're not going to sell disc versions of their PlayStation games anymore, right? Now, this is a pretty controversial thing, right? A lot of people are pretty upset about it, but it is definitely exactly what we're dealing with here, because the items are tradable once, so it's the same as a digital purchase, right? It feels bad, in all honesty, for me. Like, let's go into some commentary here in the middle of this video. You know, I believe fully in free trade of all items, right? Like, that's where I stand when it comes to this kind of stuff in any game. There should be no, reason why it's stuck to my character forever, right? I should be able to give it away. I should be able to sell it. I should be able to do whatever I want with it, right? And that's kind of just this the same as taking the discless versions, right? If every game is has no disc, they're never going to have really any resale value. And in the case of discless games, they're never going to go on sale, right? And in this, you're never going to be able to buy any items or anything like that, which you could argue. Jeez, we got another one. You could argue that that is preventing real money auctions and stuff like that, but I truly don't think it does. I don't think it's going to stop that at all, because there's always something that someone will buy, whether it's being invited to a group to loot something, or being invited to the group just to get the kill or the chance at whatever random loot you get, right? I can definitely see people selling carries on D4 so you can get more stuff, right? Like, I can definitely see that stuff, so I don't see why things are no trade. It just feels like an extra step in a already grindy situation. But with that said, it's we're about to die, so this mummy came out of nowhere and just jacked us up. Now, we should probably try to kill a rattlesnake, but I don't think the fang is going to be better than this weapon we have. I'm trying to stay alive as much as I can right here. But I think this skeleton is about to join in and make it impossible for us to do that, right? Yep. So we are what, 27% in, so taking a few deaths here. I don't see how you would be able to this game would feel extra painful, I think, if you were doing it permadeath, because of just the way the mechanics work in this game. There's another skeleton. Like, you would have to like just sit and kill like the most simplest mobs for like the longest period in time. And another skeleton. What? Look at this. 3 skeletons. I'm still alive though. I'm unstunned. I'm unfazed. I'm invincible. I'm not. I'm about to die. I can't sustain this very long. There we go. Just gonna let it die. Alright, so this will put us in the save point, which is way over here, which is actually where we wanted to go. Let's go zone over to West Commons right now. That's funny. Definitely funny there. Because what I want to see when we log in, when we zone into Befallen, is how well can we move around as an ogre, because that was one of my concerns as playing an ogre without having access to shrink or an illusion items, right? It's very painful until you have access to it. Like on TLPs, when I play an ogre, I always level a shaman with him, right? Because I need shrink. So it's one of those things, right? I think we can kill that. Was that guy killing it? No, that guy's like running for his life from those bears. All right, let's run over here. This should be a nice little chunk of experience. Level 9 versus level 4. Come on. And we'll just heal in between all of our attacks. kind of second guessing myself on this one now because he is hitting a little hard. I'm surprised it's not red. I like 4, that's like, it feels like that one, a 9 should be red to me right now. I might be able to squeeze this one out. Let's see here, is there anything? Let's go divine again. This might work in our favor, healing ourselves every time we cast something. I didn't really do that much damage. Like, this is a waste. Oh my. And there's a big ass hill giant over there. We want to avoid those. So those are gonna be like level 30, so it's gonna mess us up. I really don't have enough mana for snare. Come on, snare. There you go. That just prevents run, right? Say, sell that. Another 8.9. Alright, we get an asp. Ooh, there's another one right there. Alright, let's get him. Let's pull him back up here. No, I am low on mana, which probably is not the smartest play, but just let it go and see what happens here. Pop it into recovery for that extra mana regen. But this one doesn't seem to be hitting me as much, so you know, there's some variance, I guess. And this one's just a warrior, so we don't have to worry about any multi-class shenanigans. As long as we keep it flame licked and snared, we should be fine because it'll start running. Now, I typically do D1s after a certain point, so mobs stop running. Just because I don't like snaring, but conveniently the druid has snare like built into like a lot of its stuff, so it's not too bad. Let's go into divine so we can get double heals. There we go. That'll help us out significantly. This thing should run here in a second. Yeah, it's already running. Sell that. Grab another one. Alright, I think we found the spider highway. The highway of spiders. Which is actually pretty good. Like, we're not having too big a deal fighting these things here at level 4. And they're giving us 8.997 experience per kill, which is great. Now, I think if we were killing these on higher difficulty, we'd get a little bit more experience, but I don't think we would be able to kill them as quickly as we are right now. And it might be a lot more effort on our part. This is working out pretty well. Now, I think at level 8 or level 9 we get cleave. It doesn't tell us. I wish it did. I wish it said like your upcoming abilities. But that one's less experience. Okay. That's not fun. Alright, let's grab this skeleton here. It's only level 5, so it's going to be worth a lot less. But it should be like a simple kill. We also picked up another moat, so... And undead don't run at all, so you don't have to snare this one. you can see here we're hitting for like good old solid 12s. Invoke lightning, boom. And we got a rusty short sword we can merge into one I already have. Let's get that pawn. Alright, we got cloth shoulders. We can sell the rest. He's on right there, and we're good. Alright, let's go grab the spider. Trying to grab it. There we go, and we'll just run back up here. Kind of stay on this wall. I think we should be able to get level 5 here pretty easy, so definitely going here is probably was worth the run, I think. Might be beneficial, right? You know, do the tutorial, get level 2 in the tutorial by kind of repeating some of the stuff over again, and then leaving the tutorial to the world at level 2, and then taking level 2 plus the boots and making your way to Freeport and binding at the OGRE area is going to be a very beneficial thing that I think I'm going to probably do if I were to do an ogre. I'm still leaning towards the OGRE right now, right? I feel like OGRE is going to be my choice, but you know, this is the ogre, and it's pretty fun. Like I'm not lying. I haven't been stunned once. We've died a lot, but it's been going pretty good. Oh, snare wore off. Look at all these dudes running to Befallen. Come on. Alright, now we got a Puma right here we can grab. And that was another 8.9, so that's perfect. Now this one is going to be like 6 or 7 experience. Not a whole lot on this one, but definitely worth it. %64 in. And we're almost another AA, which will take us into the next tier of AAs, right? So 2 points. Get those here in a second. I'm not 100% sure what I want. Because, you know, I don't have to spend points on stuns. So anything that increases my damage is kind of a benefit right now. Alright, there is like nothing here except for this rattlesnake. So that's what we'll fight. Now, these rattlesnakes can drop a rattlesnake fang, I believe it is, or a giant snake fang. It's one of the two. And that's actually a pretty decent piercing weapon. I actually used that for a little while on my Shadow Knight. So, if we got one of those, we'd be pretty well off. It might be better than what we have. So that's something there. Alright, we gotta click that one. But as you can see, this isn't too bad. go. And snake fangs. Alright, let's move ourselves down a little bit. There's a spider coming our way. Perfect. Hopefully that barbarian down there doesn't kill my spider. I'll bring him up here. So this spider should be, well, it won't be 8.9, I don't think, but it'll be closer, and we're at 77%, so like less than 5 mobs away from ding if we get yellows, so that's good. See that scythe that guy's holding? That's what we're looking for. That is our goal. Now she is level 15 or 16, so it's gonna be a little rough. We're not gonna be able to probably kill her right away, but we can we can try to level up a little bit. Get a snare, schwack. Yeah, offhand does not do a lot. All right, I guess a large rattlesnake is next. That was 8.9, so that was even at level 8. It was still so. 4 levels higher, yellow is a 8.9, so that's pretty nice. So it looks like 9, 5 levels higher, was no difference in experience. So you could in theory then target what you're fighting to within 4 levels, and that might maximize experience a little bit. Which is actually kind of cool, because if you fight anything higher, I don't think we'd get much more experience. Especially in difficulty 0. This thing is about dead. Cool thing is I can just waste mana casting these things and get a little heal, right? One was 7. So we just need a little bit more. Alright, let's get up here to the wall. So we're 93, so this one hopefully dings us. Alright, so we auto attack this guy. Let's take a look at the 2AA things, right? So mental clarity, blah, 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 blah. Nothing good I want there. Combat Fury is 2, so that would be a nice one to pick up. Let's take a look at the class. Nothing we can actually buy, so that's good there, right? Yeah, we could get spell slots, but I don't even have mine full right now, so definitely some choice there. Whereas if we were playing a Ixar, I would probably go for stun. The first rank is stun, or something else. So that's definitely a benefit there for early game. Alright, I don't think this one's gonna ding us, so we're gonna need one more mob here. Come on. Now this asp is level 9, so it's going to be a little bit harder. I believe it's going to have a better poison too, right? I don't know how much damage that does, but we're going to have to fight that. Now this thing is going to do significant more damage, right? It's already doing more damage. It's probably going to have more hit points since it's a level 9. There we go. Alright, I'm out of mana, so let's go into recovery. And hopefully, how much is this? This is 10 mana. Why can't I cast? Oh, wrong button. I was getting a little worried there. It's only 10 mana for minor healing. There we go. The poison, which lasts for a minute, is actually what is, I think, doing more damage to us right now. Which, you know, if I had cure poison, it might be beneficial to use on these mobs, but I believe they poison you every tick, right? You see, I'm taking 5 points of damage from that, plus melee damage. This might cook us, actually, now that I'm kind of struggling here. Probably the wrong kind of mob to pull. Yeah, poison damage is just absolutely wrecking us. Oh my god, we got lucky. We got lucky, he ran away. Let's snare him. Now, hopefully the poison wears off as soon as he dies. Oh, there we go, level 5, perfect. Alright, and that's good. And we got a giant snake fang. Let's go ahead and sell that. The giant snake fang, yeah, we don't need to sit. There's no sitting in this one. 185, so it's going to be better than our offhand. And we got Gate and Harmony for free. Now, Harmony typically only worked in the outdoors, but it should work now inside, and it will allow us to solo pull mobs. What the fuck? Where am I at? I ran past it. So let's go in here and let's do this. We're gonna do D0. Like I'm not thinking I can do D1 with this right now. Maybe with a little bit of gear, and the next instance would be D1. But we shouldn't have to worry about it. Now, here's the problem. All right, we seem to be fine right here, so that's good. So we're going to do an instance. D0 solo respawning. Let's go ahead and create that. So what are we at? 1 hour and 53 minutes. Could be faster. But we hit Befallen. Could be faster. If I didn't waste my time in Verant and I just ran straight to the XR place and started messing around in North Row, I think we would have been fine. I think it is a waste of time to go to East Freeport, though. I think that was a total waste. So, that is what that is there. Alright, we got a cracked skeleton. We're going to get like 3 of these at once, so I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to harmony these. I don't know what is going to happen, though. They might be really easy. I don't know. Go. Did it work? Don't see any. I don't see any message. They said it's supposed to work. It doesn't seem like it is, so I truly don't know. Alright, 2, 3. Alright, that's not too bad, I guess. Not too bad. That's 1 down. Alright, we got a buckler and a rusty axe. Water flask. I should have sold all that stuff. Oh my. Come on. Taking a lot of damage. Now we already have 353 hit points, so that's pretty significant, I think, at this level. I'd have to go back and look where I was on the other character, but feels good. Alright, let's see if we can get a poke lightning on this. Doesn't really do that much. There we go, 2 A's. Yeah, see, I would normally take Steadfast Will, but we don't need that. And I don't think combat combat stability and agility would do anything for us right now, so I'm going to go ahead and take Combat Fury. Sell that. Alright. Oh, there we go. We lived through the first pull. Let's see what happens when we pull this one. Alright, we got 4 or 3. They're all level 7, so we should be fine. We're just gonna heal through it as we wait for our things to come off cooldown. And I feel like that settings was older because I had already gone through and put critical hits in here, and that's what's missing. So I'm not 100% sure why that didn't copy through when I did that. Alright, another rusty axe, so we're just gonna sell that. It's not gonna ever be good. Yeah, it's never gonna be good. It's 139 and plus 1. There we go, we got a crit. Now, I think what I'm going to do, because this is already at like 1 hour and 58 minutes, is I'll release this in like block, like an hour. Multiple 1 hour videos, I think. Just to show it. I don't think I'll be able to get all of it in one video with my... I don't have enough disk space. The way I've moved to open source for editing my videos, and it transcodes the videos that come out of OBS from Windows into this MOV format that's got free audio and stuff in it versus I think the ACC audio, which is definitely a thing that I have to deal with. So if I pull this guy, I'm going to get that guy, plus a bunch of other junk. So I need to go duck my way through here. Now, the cool thing is we're here, right? We've made it to this point, and if we die, we go back to the zone in, right? We don't have to run back here. We're here until we are done with this place. It's pretty much it. So, you know, it took me, you know, I said almost 2 hours to get to this point with digging around. So I think if we were very straightforward and, you know, did it all in one, I think we wouldn't have too much of an issue. I think, you know, the free rot time was a waste of time, but Ixar starts exactly where I want to be in North Row, so you know, you're saving a lot of time by doing that, but you're getting stunned. So, you know, you have your choices. I don't know which one I'm gonna do yet. I've this is definitely changing, you know, not changing my mind, but influencing the decision I'm actually gonna make. Now, I already made the video. That's like I already made the video for my plan for retail. And it entails me doing XR, right? But this is some late breaking changes that this video is going to come out after that. You know, due to the overwhelming amount of people who told me OGRE in the comments of the other video. So we'll definitely see how this goes. So far, it feels like it's going pretty well. Now, for us to get spells, we'd have to go back to the Ixar city, right? And then we'd have to change our loadout to have a rogue, I think, and then we would be able to buy spells until we do the metal bits. A few hundred metal bits. We might even be able to go in and do that inside of, yeah, the XR town. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't even try to do it there, but if you can, it's even easier. Otherwise, you gotta go to Freeport, which is a little bit more of a pain. I might be able to do it in Oglock. Then we got 3% for that guy. All right. So, what do we got? What do we got going on? Why can't I stay ducked? Oh, I have to hold the button down, I guess. I haven't noticed that before, ever. Oh god. Alright, we're gonna kill the Necro first. And if we're still alive, we'll kill our other things. But you can see we're already 43% in to level 5, and we just dinged right outside before we zoned in here. So you can see this is definitely where to be. Now the pet should die, so we should just be down to a few skeletons after this. But as long as we keep our mana going here, we can invoke lightning this guy. Should hit everybody. There we go. And then we'll heal him after the invoke, just to make sure we're good to go. But not too bad. Like I don't feel like I'm struggling. I'm literally wearing cloth, a rusty, and a dagger, so it's working out pretty well. I did go into crits as my AA so far, so I will be. You can see here I'm getting more crits. Warrior innately has more crit chance, and their special innate ability gives them more crit damage. So warriors are really good for doing that critical melee moves, and that's why I want to go two-hander. So as soon as we get a two-hander that is better than the one-handers we got, we'll definitely be doing that, which will then give us some pretty big damage. Sell that. And is there anybody else over here? Nope. Alright, so we hold down X, walk through the door, this door, hold down X, and it's just a plague route, easy one. Perfect. Now that we're doing this, if I were to go ogre, right, we would immediately at 15 if not earlier, go to Kinos, right? And we'd go get the Kinos, the Black Burrow shoulders, which will give us shrink F15, which would be probably one of the smartest things we could do. And maybe even going there earlier would be smart also. But right now, not worth the effort. But that would be definitely a strong move to make, right? That would be a very strong move to make. And the earlier that you go to Kinos, the cheaper it is. Now, I could probably suffer through this for a little bit, but having to just crouch at every door isn't fun. That's not what I want. I want spells. We want to go here. Let's see. When do we get our first port here, right? Gate. Can we just type? Oh, no, it's ring. Ring. I typed in ring and I got cures. Alright, Ring of North Karana, 15. Ring of Surefall Glade, 15. Alright, so, in theory, at 15, we would be able to port directly to the area near Blackbarrow. So we don't even have to take the translocator. So that's even better. Surefall Glade is literally right there. Now, as a ogre, we're going to be KOS. So we're going to probably die as soon as we zone in, I think, unless they made it a safe port. But definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. Right? Come on. This is definitely pretty nice. Excellent. All right, so that works out pretty well. I'm not feeling like I'm gonna have any distress if I were to do this. Now we could do the exact same thing with an Ixar, probably any race, honestly. Like don't get me wrong, almost any race can do all this. You just have benefits of playing different races, right? Do you want regen and AC? Do you want to just immediately skip any kind of faction steps and just have all your spells available to you? Definitely some choices there. Come on. We want to get this Necromancer dead fast. He's gonna be a pain. I think I got a guy like attacking me from behind. There we go. There's two of these little fuckers. Alright. Get this one down at least. Now the cool thing is we die, we go back to the zone and we can do it again. I mean, it's so much easier there, so you kind of just Zerg rush it until you win. Alright, Rusty Dagger 2, that's junk. Right now I can't heal fast enough. There we go. Oh wow, 48 damage crippling blow. Jeez, I might as well just stay at low health. There we go, 4.218 for both of those. Alright, we got another one right here. I'm gonna stay sort of low damage there, buddy. Let's see how that works out for me. It's hard to tell if it's worth it to stay low health or not, right? Like, pretty soon we're gonna be fighting like Shadow Knights and stuff, and they're gonna like harm touch us, so it's not gonna be worth staying at low health because they'll just one-shot us. Alright, oh, got another plague rat in here. Throw a heal, we should be fine. I think it's under 40%. There we go, 40%. Yeah, still crippling. There we go, excellent. 3% for that guy. Oof, lovely. And then this one's back up. So we can just kind of do this cycle of these little rooms over here until we're a little higher. And then we can move out to the other area. There's a named in the middle area in that when we zoned in, right? But the downside is you will get aggro from the side doors of those rooms sometimes, depending on your level. So it's always worth it to like, hold off a little bit unless you can handle it. And I think once we get cleaved unlock, oh, it says Reeve right there. Did I copy like the wrong UI? I don't know why that says Reeve. I must have copied the wrong character. Yeah, like, where did these guys come from? Yeah, so as soon as I hit over 50%, I lost Berserk. Let's see here. Let's go Empower. That's not what I wanted. Lightning. There we go. Jeez, 40% of my mana. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Guess that guy behind us didn't respawn yet? No, he's there. Just didn't attack. So it's a nice solid 2 to 3% per kill. I mean, we're in difficulty 0. So it's not too bad, right? Like, could be better, could be a little better, but, you know, it's fine, it's fine. There we go, we got a level. And a +2 short sword, that'll give us another bit on this one. I don't know what that's at. Where does it go? Right here. 2.4, 5. So if we got a few more of those, we would upgrade that pretty quick. Excellent. All right, let's sneak back in here. We're killing faster than the room now. Now that is nice, right? We hit level 6. And it doesn't look like we got anything, right? The auto grant on spells is a little wonky because like it's not every spell from 1 to 20. It's just like random spells. I don't even know which ones they are sometimes. So, like if you pre-buy them, you obviously don't know, but it is definitely something to think about there. All right, this is pretty good. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this up because I'm like literally yawning and falling asleep right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill this room, get this room done, and we'll go back out to the zone in, and we're gonna make our attempt on the boss out there. See how that goes. If we don't die right now, well, if we die, we'll just go ahead and try it because we'll be right there. It's not like we have any buffs or anything, so it doesn't really matter. this one's a level 9, but you can see here we're getting a lot of mobs on us now. Like, this rooms seem to all spawn at the same time. I'm like spam healing myself here. Just die, rat. Oh my god. There we go. One down. 4.8, not bad. There we go. Some crippling blows, finally. So the being large is not as big of a problem as I thought it was. Ogres are just the right height to be able to walk around most of the rooms. Just the doorways is good. So that is good to know. So it's fully viable. Go. Nice. So this might be a nice shortcut, taking Ogre, right? Taking Ogre until, you know, you have enough AAs to get the stun resist, which the Ogre is only from the front. It's frontal stun immunity, whereas the AA is 100% immunity to all around you from melee attacks, right? Doesn't work on spells, but nothing works on spells, so definitely feel like I'm saying definitely too much. It is going to be a probably a pretty nice little boon early on if you tackle that with, like, if you buy the AA experience potions, right, which are you get for every 5 AAs you get, or you get an AA for every 5 you do. I don't know, it's something like that, right? What is it? It's for the next 5 AAs you get double AAs. All right, I think that's what it is, right? So instead of 5 you get 10. So if you do that, I mean, we're already at what, 3 AAs at level 6? And theoretically, like, you know, we could have gotten more if we were doing it different. All right, get out of here. All right, we just got a whole party here. Oh my god, more of them. All right, let's stand right here. I get attacked from behind, am I? It's hard to tell. It's definitely hard to tell what is behind us and what is in front of us. There we go, we're back into the Berserk Frenzy. So we should get some crippling blows. I'm gonna have to heal though, because I feel like I'm taking too much damage. Go on recovery. Looks like this rat's gonna die, but it's not bad. Like, I mean, we're able to stay alive with just druid healing and pure ogre power, right? Like, this is working pretty well. Like, I mean, if we die, we die, but that's the game, right? You just die, you die. I don't know. I mean, that guy was worth 6% experience. We're at 24% in. We're getting close to a third AA, or another AA, which will give us 4. Which probably want to save a little bit of them to invest in something. I don't know what. Probably healing. Honestly, the healing AAs would probably be the bigger benefit for us, right? Since the amount we're spamming this heal, but I wouldn't know. I would upgrade this spell, but it's, you know, it's the end of the beta, and there's no point in upgrading this one because at level 9 we get a new heal, and then we'll never use minor healing again on any loadout because we'll all start at 10. And druids, shamans, and clerics all have light healing by level 9. I think clerics get like a little bit earlier, but not much. There we go. Not bad. What are we at here? 23 gold, which is 2 platinum. The fact that we like lived through that, we have 420 hit points is kind of crazy, honestly. Now Ixar would have like I think an extra 2 or 3 regen, I think at this point. So instead of 2 regen, they would have 4 or 5. I'd have to like re-level to figure that out, but you know that could lead into something, right? They might have 100 hit points less though. But they would have an extra, I think 15 or 10 AC. Depending on the level, I think it scales. So it's more of a top end thing than it is a low end thing. But all the pieces are starting to come together, right? Because at 15, I can port over to Kino, so we go to Blackburrow, boom, we can grab our shoulders, right? And then we can come back here and run around here with impunity as we slaughter everything. Maybe pick up some loot from there while we're there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up by trying to kill the skeleton Elrod over there. He drops a one-handed blunt or I think it's gloves or boots, I can't remember. So either of those would be definite upgrades to us, so at least I think the one-handed blunt's pretty good, but it drops so much that we might be able to get that to like plus 10 by the time we're done with this place. It's so common. That's how crazy it is. And even when I'm on the bottom floor, every time I die on the bottom floor, I kill all the names as I go back down every time. So I'm always upgrading stuff. So it's definitely fun. And now at level 7, we probably won't get it auto-granted, but we'll get the ability to do a damage shield. So that means every time we get hit, the mobs are going to take damage, which is going to become actually pretty strong eventually. Alright, I'm just going to stand right here. And hopefully not aggro half the zone. It's working out pretty well. Just throw a little heal on there. Feels relatively easy. This is a pretty easy start. I think any race or class combo could probably do this, right? I think Warrior has a little bit of an advantage because they have an innate, let me see where to show it. Innate fighter's tenacity, right? So below 35% health, Warrior goes into Berserker Frenzy, increasing their chance to hit. They gains critical attacks turn to crippling blows, which deal increased damage. You can see I'm kind of like surfing it, keeping in that lower level health range. It can also stun the target. The warrior remains in the state until they reach 45% health. So as I just tap the heal here and there, I'm doing exactly what I need to do. And then if we scroll up, I mitigate 5% of all incoming melee damage. And I have an increased crit strike by 5% too. So overall, Warrior has a lot going for it, in my opinion. So, all right, so we're 41. What is this guy? 13. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna 5 him. Not too bad. we seem to be getting him good. 28. We just got to keep our health up. He doesn't have a harm touch or anything like that, so it's not too bad as we do that, right? Not bad at all. Now the thing is, right here, it's like we have a lot of mana and we're not burning it, right? So that is, you know, probably a reason to go into Divine and kind of try to heal some of that up, right? And there we go. Perfect. Ooh, he's starting to hit harder now. I can feel the crunches. We can get all the way back up to like 45% before he will go out of Berserker Frenzy mode, so. But we're getting interrupted. I can't tell if he's crippling blowing me or not. Oh my god. There's a crippling blow for him. And there we go. Alright. And he dropped a moat with a 427 rod. So if we look here, this is 527 right now at 0. So I'm going to keep it on me. Maybe level it up. Might get better, right? So let's go ahead and wrap this up right here. I'm going to take a break. We might continue this, right? I'm going to post this video and maybe I'll continue it. Maybe I'll do an ogre start and then we'll switch to XR after we are done with that, right? After we get through it all and whatnot, go back as an XR and have some fun, right? I think it's I prefer the way XR look, but you know, being an ogre might be fun for, you know, that initial innate immunity to stun plus the extra stats until we get a little bit further into it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.